What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a update, and it's some good news for a story. It's a story I did in the past 4 to 5 days, I think. It's the story about the lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves. I think her name is Dahlia DeRay, and she was out in Illinois on deployment. She comes home to her Atlanta home and finds a squatter in it. The guy that moved in and everything else. And I'll leave that video in the description box so you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it already. But it's an update to the story. The guy has been arrested. And it's all because of Miss DeRay, well, Lieutenant Colonel DeRay's effortless fight and going down the legal pipeline and finding loopholes to get herself out of this squatter situation. And it's a lesson to be learned in this. You know, we don't always have to take the law into our own hands. There are paperwork. You know, it's paperwork. It might take a little time, but there are avenues you can go to have a nonviolent conflict and still have the cards fall in your favor. So I want to play this interview because somebody interviewed her and all of this stuff was reviewed and new details too. And some of the stuff coincide with what I said. This guy was a piece of crap. And it wasn't just him in the house. Check it out.
What's the update now? Do you have access to your home?
Yes. With the help of the sheriff department and the marshals, I used the intruder warrant to get this person out of my home. They came this morning and did a knock. He left peacefully. However, he is now in jail, got arrested.
Okay, so take me back to the beginning of this. You move out of your home to go serve active duty. How did he get in the first place?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Last Tuesday when I came here and spoke to him, he told me that the keys were mailed to him along with the lease by this person named Duffy. And I asked him, who is Duffy? He did not explain it. He also stated that he went through Georgia MLS and paid $19,000 to Ashley Lane. However, the number on the lease does not exist. The address for Georgia MLS doesn't exist. So I'm unsure how he got it. I really don't know.
And what was that moment when you realized he's in your house, you can't get him out, you essentially can't get in? I mean, what was that initial interaction when you realized, man, my hands are tied, I have few options?
At first, I was really angry and frustrated because when the DeKalb County Police came here, they said it was a civil matter, and I had to go to court to evict him. Now, I'm the homeowner. I have my lien, my deed, the title to my home, the mortgage, right? My name does not appear on this fictitious lease. And I can't tell you to leave. I can't make you leave. I have to go to the courts to get him to leave. I think that's unfair. There's no justice in that. None whatsoever. There's no justice in that. However, had I not gone to the news media, this would not have occurred right now. And homeowners need to know that there is a law in Georgia. It's a Title 44 1130, the intruder's warrant, that you can use. It's an affidavit you file with the courts, and after 3 days, the sheriff department can put out the intruder.
How long was he in your house, Dahlia?
He moved in May 1st, and it was May 1st that I discovered he was here.
Okay.
The house was under contract, and my real estate agent, Mr. Knox, tried to get the covenant from the Homeowners Association. And in doing so, they sent her a picture of the beware of dog signs in the front of the yard, as well as some sheets and some shower curtains in the living room area, because I had taken out all the blinds out of the house.
So it's my understanding you were getting ready to sell the house. Have you been back inside it now to see kind of how things look? What's going on in there?
I have. It's disturbing. It's disgusting.
Oh.
They were eating inside the master bedroom. They have food all over. They had mattresses on the floor. And also, they had controlled substances in my house.
Okay. And you say they. So, in addition to the man who was squatting there and arrested, there were other people in there too?
There was another gentleman that I had never seen him before. When I came here last Tuesday, he was not here. I had heard that there was a pregnant woman here when on May 1st, but I had never seen her. She wasn't here. It was Vincent Simon and another gentleman. I do not know his name.
Well, I'm glad
So
you got your
I
house
have
back. Real quick, how much has this cost you? I mean, in addition to the stress and the frustration, it's costly. You're trying to sell your home. Now you have to clean it up.
Yes, I'm looking at about $3,000 at the onset.
You guys see that? That's shameful. You know what I mean? It's a damn shame that this lady, this officer, goes out on deployment, serving the country, doing all the necessary things she's supposed to do in pursuit of her American dream, you know, only to come back and find somebody in her house taking advantage of everything she built through her own blood, sweat, and tears. That's disgraceful. That's a $500,000 house. Look at these dude. This dude. You think he belong in that house? No. And they ain't got nothing to do with his color or nothing like that. But you know. Think about this, man. $500,000. You could tell somebody don't know the value of things. See them raggedy safes he's bringing in there? How you gonna not expect to get caught in an affluent neighborhood just like that? I mean, as that is. 500,000. You didn't even know that house was $500,000. You just thought it was a nice crib. Oh, well, I think I'll just take it. Ain't nobody living in there. Hell, I'll live in there. And what you think you wasn't gonna get caught? And that's the thing that bothers me. This lack of value and lack of respect for other people's rights and all kind of stuff. Grown men parked his car in the driveway. See, I look at life a little bit different. I look at things on a level of respect. That right there was a death sentence to me. That's how men look at it. Like, yo, you got the audacity to do this, and it ain't yours. You know, you have no regard for other humans. Listen, she said he moved in there May 1st, the day she got home. Fictitious lease, fictitious landlord information, all that stuff he made up. He probably looked at it and saw a scam running and jumped right on it because they didn't really ask too many questions. That's why I think this dumbass is locked up. Now, she did go through the right channels of the law. In true to warrant, she gave you guys information, and some of you guys out there in Atlanta are going through the same thing. You can do exactly what she did. She did a very good job explaining the avenues to go in case this happens to you. And everybody in all the other states, right? It might be an intruder's warrant under your law that in your state too as well. So that everything she said was golden. It might help everybody. But see, it's a damn shame she had to go through this. Now, I want you to pay attention. I seen through the cracks a long time ago when I seen this. When I seen the dude, I'm like, okay, I already know this dude's trash. Look, what she say when she went in the house? House smelled like weed, reeked with marijuana. $500,000 house, and you go smoke weed in it. Food all over the floors. Mattresses on the floor. Claim you paid $19,000 up front to move in the house, but you ain't have a damn bed frame for the beds. See the game? You see the game? They knew they was going to temporarily be there. They used that house to as a spot because of where it was located at and how nice it was. Police wouldn't be patrolling like that, and they was going to use that house to bubble drugs out and go back to whatever community they was in and pump them shits out. Somebody tell me I'm lying on that. I've seen this before. That's an old game. Another guy living in the house. In that interview, that guy with the dreads, he ain't the original guy. The guy on my thumbnail's the original guy that talked to her. He had another dude in it. They was running the operation out of there, bringing in two safes. Two safes? And then you ain't got no bed frames? Come on, man. You already know they was going to tear that house up. And I told y'all, I said, watch they tear that house up because they know they got to leave. What she say? Caused $3,000 in damages. They've been there since May 1st, guys. What's today, the 17th? 18th? I don't have it in front of me. In a little over 2 weeks, you caused $3,000 in damages in that house because you knew it wasn't yours and you didn't have no pride in anything. And that's the part that hurts with this. Man, I don't understand how people get off. Listen, sheets on the windows. If that is not some classic ghetto stuff, that right there would have raised neighbors' eyebrows like, okay, something ain't right over there. They could have sent the cops over there like that. People don't think. Don't think. Drugs in the house. Yeah, it was drugs in my house. Embarrassing. She's still in the military. That could have got her in trouble. Think about it. It could have jeopardized her military career. She's a lieutenant colonel, one of the highest ranks you could have in the U.S. Army as an officer, and they could have destroyed it and not even known the woman. People always make their problems your problems. And they do stuff that's so messed up that I'm sorry or my bad, that ain't going to do. Because money's spent. Now, she said $3,000 in damages they caused. So far, she ain't ran through the whole house yet. She said she got to get paint and do a lot of cosmetic work. In 2.5 weeks, y'all tore the house up that bad? Guys, listen. I'm glad that she got the house back. And I don't mean to sound angry, but this bothers me because a lot of money was spent. And, you know, she earned that money by putting her life on the line as a veteran in the military. They said she spent $35,000 in renovations just to sell the house. Because remember, she had the house on contract before this guy showed up and it nullified the contract. So $35,000 to get the thing on the market to get sold, right? Only to have this asshole or these assholes come in the house of a house that's sold already, off the market, tear it up and add additional $3,000 to whatever $1,000 in damages, because it's still unspecified, in 2.5 weeks of just going in there and shitting all over the damn place. Not literally, but you know what I'm talking about. Just disrespectful. Ain't gonna come to the door and act like if I got the lease, I'm gonna trick her and she'll probably say, okay, well, if you're paying that, you're gonna have to pay me. Okay, I'll work something out. And you understand what I'm saying? Oh, hustle stuff. Listen, I'm glad this is over with and I'm getting angry. Guys, leave me a comment, man. It's a good thing for Miss Dahlia DeRay that she got everything under control. And even though it cost her some money, it wasn't like that $35,000, and it's messed up. And I feel bad that happened to her. But I mean, damn. As always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. You know that. You guys be safe out there. You guys take care as well.